What's going on, guys? Welcome back. The suspect in the United CEO CEO killing, Luigi Mangione. Yeah, he appears for before a judge again today, and he's still in court. So we're waiting for that. But before he went in court, he snapped. Before he went in court, he snapped, man. And I'm about to show it. Let's see. Let's show it real quick. This is before he went in court. Watch this. He straight snapped. Wait till you see him come in. It's still live, but I just want to show you this. All right, so he's coming in now. All right, take a look at this.
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
Alrighty then. He said something about the insult of the American people, or something like that. He really is against government, man. This he really about it. Shout out to Luigi. Listen to it one more time. Excuse me. Luigi's about, man.
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
Alrighty then. So he should be coming out pretty soon. This is live now. He's been in there for quite a minute now. But for those that this is the he had to go to he had to go to trial. I mean, he had to go to court today again. I guess for they're trying to get him extradited, but he's not cooperating. So it's going to take a little while for them to get him extradited. But we're going to find out today, when will he be extradited back to Manhattan. But as you see, before he went in, he had some stuff to say. He was a little fiery before he went in. So that's Luigi Mangione. He said, my father was from Italy and he was very demanding and I could never do enough. He didn't understand pain, physical pain or emotional pain. I will bet anything that's what's going on with him. He said life experience. He's suffering because he's going through withdrawal also. You think so? You think he's going through some type of withdrawal? Well, it looks like he's about to come out pretty soon. But he's a feisty one. Yeah, he's a feisty one, man. Let me show it again for people that didn't see it.
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
Said it's an insult. Said it's an insult or something. Well, his what happened was he had some videos scheduled to go out yesterday, but they never went out. They took control of his page, and yeah, they took control of his page, and we're not able to see him. So, and also they took control of his Facebook and all his social media. He said, yes, I believe he's withdrawing. What do you think he's withdrawing from? Yeah, they did ask him a question. Cheryl, somebody uttered something, but he kind of looked back at him and then he started talking. You said his family is pissed at him. I would be too. But he had some type of health issue as well, where he might have been under pain management. So that could have had something to do with his mind being off. But I don't know. He's saying different things about the establishment. So I don't know if that's it. But you said he has chronic back issues. Maybe he's withdrawn from pain meds. Because if he has chronic issues, and he's young to have them chronic issues, that could have had something to do with his mental being off. He said it was an insult to the American people and life experience. He had back surgery recently in Penn. Yeah, and you see how they're like handling him. He probably in pain. Screws in his lower back. Yeah, that could have been it. You said another liberal goof mouthing off. His family reported him missing around 11/18. That's when he went rogue. Yeah, this is probably going to be a case of temporary insanity. This might be a good case of it. Because if he's on pain medication, he's in chronic pain, all the medications could have got to his mind. I'm not trying to make no excuses, but I'm just saying something going on with him. And that chronic pain ain't nothing to deal with. I deal with it every now and then. And it was from years of playing football, but for him, he's young. I didn't have those problems when I was his age. I had them, now. Sometime if I walk for a long period of time, I got to soak my feet. I got to ice my feet, actually. Ice them and soak them. I got to do a cold hot treatment on my feet. But it could drive you crazy though. Chronic pain, yes, it could drive you crazy, especially if you're taking a lot of medication. That's why you have to have what you call pain management. You have to go to a doctor for that. Unfortunately, I wasn't on no strong medication for a long period of time, but it can drive you crazy though. Like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. You said yeah, a lot of people are not. This is a case where they're not out yet. A lot of people are not sympathetic to that CEO. They're not. And rightfully so, man. Like, I understand how they feeling. If they were denied claims and stuff like that, and here he is making $850,000 a day. Yeah, nobody's feeling sorry for him. I mean, everybody know murder is wrong, but they have a right not to feel sorry for him. I'm sorry, 850K a month, right? Yeah, having to be on pain meds and stuff, that's crazy. I wonder how did he hurt his back? Anybody know? Cause that back pain ain't no joke, man. I remember I had a pinched nerve in my back. Man, I could barely walk. I could barely walk, and I couldn't sleep either because I couldn't. It was like I couldn't get up. It was like I had to sit in a chair. I mean, I had to sit a certain way because I damn sure couldn't. It's hard for me to stand and everything. It was crazy. That stuff will drive you into depression, for real. You said nobody deserves to be executed this way. Yeah, I get. We know that. Like nobody deserves to be executed. But what about all them people that were denied claims that ultimately died? So I don't feel. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have no feelings for them. I don't. But murder is wrong, and the way it happened is wrong. You say he's still stuck on 850K a month. That's what he was making. And he didn't, I guess he didn't feel no type of way when people were getting denied their claim. So what can I say? You said what happened? How did he snap? I had just showed it. He had yelled something to the media and they had to restrain him. No, that could have been it too. That's why he shot him in the back. You're right about that. But yeah, that was a kill shot. That could be something. Like he wanted him to feel his pain. It could be it. Yeah, that could be it. But he's seeing a judge right now, and they're trying to get him back to Manhattan. But his lawyer, more than likely, his defense is going to be temporary insanity, or he's because of the pills or the pain or whatever is messing his mind up. That's the only defense I could say he have because it's all on video. It had to been something going on with him mentally for him to keep that weapon, traveling around with the same weapon. You would think you would get rid of it. And if he got rid of the mask, I couldn't tell if it was him. But I think the police knew who he was before they told us because his parents said something. So they knew who it was, but they just couldn't find him at the time. Yeah, man, it's the healthcare system sucks, man. And the people up top get all the money. And after this, ain't nothing gonna change. They were scared because they couldn't catch him. So they were scared. Now they're okay now. They going life back to normal. You said, so why kill him? I don't know. We got to figure out what his reasoning was for it. I don't agree with it, but I don't have any sympathy though. I don't. I know murder is wrong. It is, but I don't have any sympathy in this case. I'll save that for somebody else, not for this one. But yes, you can't go out here indiscriminately harming people. We know that. We know right from wrong, but no, I don't feel no nothing over this one. Yeah, he's still with the attorney. He's still in court. You said, why will Trump pardon him? I don't. Who said Trump is going to pardon him? I didn't. He said he'll be pardoned by. Oh, DJ said it. Nah, he's not going to be pardoned by Trump because his son had tweeted out saying for the public to find him. So no, they're not pardoning him. I know I saw it, Lou. Let me tell you, like you say, corporate profiteering off the backs of sick Americans is disgusting. Well, that's how this country was built. This country was built off free labor. So it's just it's the way of this country. It's been like that, and it's not. I don't foresee it changing. It should change, but I don't see it changing. This country was founded off free labor. So nothing is actually new. Nothing. Nothing new. Is That's the way it is. But hopefully something is done because of this kid comes from a prominent family. He don't come from a poor family. He comes from a well-to-do situation, and literally he drove himself crazy. Maybe he was in a lot of pain, taking all these pain medication. It drove him crazy. Something has to be done here. People shouldn't be out here suffering. Or some people out here can't even get meds. You know, doctors turn you away if you don't have insurance. Something has to, but see, the rich keep getting richer and they don't care. But now they care because now it came on their doorstep. But they only care for a little bit because he's been apprehended. But if this becomes a trend, then yes, they're gonna have to entertain something. But this generation that he's in, they see, they know history, and they know that this system is not working for them. They know that, and they are risk takers. They are. They take risk, and then a lot of them are not afraid because they see that this there's a lot of problems going on, and we're seeing some of the money that was given to other countries, and we're seeing that money was given to people that came into this country illegally. They're giving a lot of money. People are snapping. People could snap out here over that. I'm just saying it on a simple sense. But something has to be done. You would have seen a lot more of this. Well, I'm not going to get political here, but it's a mess in this country. It is not for the average person. See, we're living in a day and age now where everyone is getting affected. Now everyone feel like how everybody felt back in the day. Now everybody feels it now. Maybe something will happen eventually if a lot more people, because everybody is feeling the crunch. Everybody is. In one way or the other. It might not be financially, but it might be psychologically. You're feeling something. And for me, it started in 2020. Everyone was put on timeout at the same time. Life changed for you then. Life has not been the same since. It has not. It has not been the same since 2020. Trust me. If you lived through it, you went through something. You remember the first time you went in the grocery store and you wore that mask and you couldn't breathe? Remember that? No, I'm not saying, oh no, evil immigrants. That's not what I'm saying. You gotta help the citizens here as well. They need help. Whether it's financial or psychological or whatever the case is. But people had to wear masks. We went through a pandemic. It's not the first we went through in history, but it's one of many and more to come. But loved ones passed away. There was a lot of uncertainty. It was a lot that we had to go through psychologically. That life is not the same. I don't know what his motive was yet. I'm waiting for another press conference for them to tell what his motive was. You said, woe to the people who say this nation was built on laws. No, this nation was built on free labor, not laws, free labor. That's how it was built. That's how it became one of the superpowers, because it had over 200-300 years of free labor. And when they weren't paying nothing for it, when no taxes or nothing being paid for it. That's how they were able to come up, build up so fast. That's what happened. They did have laws, but the laws were not for everyone. Now everyone is starting to feel the pain that everyone is actually the same. Actually, it's either you have money, or you're part of the elites and lawmakers, or you're not. And you know what they did? They were very clever by separating the masses by color. They were very clever to do that. They were very clever because that got us fighting with each other. And that's how they were able to control the masses. But guess what? That might be on the way out. That might be, because I don't think the first thing on your mind is color these days. I don't think so. That's not the first thing on your mind. The first thing on your mind is money. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to put my kids through school? How am I going to have a decent life, a healthy life? And then, look, I kid you this. I went out of the country for the first time many years ago. Did you know when I went out of the country, I was only out for like a week and a half. Did you know I started to feel better? Because the food was fresh. The tension that I have in my neck and the anxiety that went away within 24 hours, 48 hours. You know, somebody had asked a question recently. They were in Asia. That this person said, "Yeah, I eat rice for breakfast, lunch, dinner." He said, "You eat all this rice. How come y'all don't get fat?" I just started laughing at him. He's just now figuring it out. And the reason why I laughed at him is because you figure that out when you start traveling. It don't matter what country you go to, their food tastes different. You can go to England, same thing. There's certain preservatives that we put in our food that they outlawed there. So, and it has something that works on your psyche as well. You leaving? Oh yeah, where you going? Yeah, I'm asking too now. You said money in people's immediate nation. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I mean, it's the food, and it's just here in this country. It's a hustle society. Um, you have to work till you're 85 years old. Some people. Um, I mean, there are some great aspects too about this country as well. I mean, I can't. I have to look at the good too. There's some good aspects here. You have to travel around to understand that there are good things here. But when I get to the retirement age, I'm moving. I'm not staying in this country. I'm going somewhere where my money can stretch. So I'm going to be an expat somewhere. You say you retired at 56 and I'm Gucci. You said still doing YouTube, Max? Yeah, when I retire, yeah. I'm kind of retired now. I worked in the environmental science field for over 20 some years, and finally I said I had enough. Because I spend most of my time away from home and I'm not getting nothing for it. Yep, I finally had enough. And I guess what? My issues that I had medically went away. Medically went away. And that's worth more than any money. Literally, the medical problems that I had, it went away. Because I don't have the stress of work no more. I still work, but I have my own thing now. So, you know, yeah, I do my own thing, and I feel much better mentally. When you at peace mentally, it's worth more than any money, because this guy came from money, and something was going on with him mentally, and look where he is now. So money ain't it. It's not. That's not it. It's your peace of mind. That's what counts. George Burns lived to almost 100 years old, and he smoked every day. First of all, because he liked doing it. That's number one. And number two, his mind was at ease. He was okay with his life. That's why. That's why he lived so old. That's why he lived like that. He outlived like 4 doctors. And I had a grandfather the same way. I had a great grandfather the same way. He smoked like a chimney. And he outlived some of his kids. He died at 100 and something. All right, let's see what he said. Let's see if he utters something else. Yeah, it gotta suck, and it's raining out too, and it's chilly.
Listen, we are going to ask you, we're going to be pulling out and going.
Which way are you going?
Same
So we
spiel
can
that we
stay
had
out
the
of
last
your
time.
way?
You got to give us room.
Yeah.
Can we ask
No
which
problem.
way you're going so we don't get in your way?
Yeah, no. I know that. Yeah, we actually have 2 different things happening here now. So one is not anything you guys are going to care about. I assume they're going to go out now. This court is going to, they're going to go down. Okay?
Thank you.
So I just, again, I asked for cooperation.
All right, I asked for
How long do you think it might be?
So I'm asking you again for your cooperation. When they load him, they're going to drive down the alley this way. All the alley this way. Thank you, Sheriff Paul. Very welcome.
Hey, Bonnie? Should we have Kim come over here? What? Should we have Kim come over here? What? Get another, oh, you can.
Looks like they're asking for a live. They're asking for the live shot.
You want to hook that up with your camera?
Oh, it's now 68. What age was it before? Here we go.
It's not who you're looking for, I promise.
You promise?
Yeah. Unless you think guys down.
Real quick, what age was it before 68? Uh-oh.
You should have at least let him wait.
Told you.
So you said it's not working now?
Well, not down there, but it's working. Hi.
It used to be 60,
You?
and it's 65 for men. 60 for women, 65 for men. Hold on, I'll rewind it after he comes out and let you hear what
Can
he
you
said.
hold it for 1 second?
Sure.
Because the cameras were all on him, and they were expecting Luigi, and he popped up.
I like the camera lens. And let's
The battery?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey Robert, I'm here with Kat. We're about to come back up. It should be up now. You see it?
back up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to bring him out this way. I mean, she could go down there. They're going to bring him out. Okay.
All right, that's better. I ain't like that other angle.
So, Tass, they want you to go down just in case. Because yesterday he exited on Union Street. Which is
Okay.
Just you go down here and make a right, and there's an exit right there.
Yeah, anything I see is a little tiny.
Yeah. That's where he exited last night.
All right. I don't think I might have not on the bus.
Can you hold this one?
Sure.
Battery. Yeah, it never shows up, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
He'll come out in a second. You thought he shape shifted again. I know the guy. I want to rewind it, but I'm gonna wait until he comes out because he might say something when he come out. Because he know the press is there, so he get a chance to talk to the press. You said, God, he's taller than I thought. No, that's not him. Yeah, I was about to say, like, wait a minute. If they would try to say this is him, I would have lost it. Hey, guys, this is Luigi right here. He grew some hair while he was in there. He's a true shapeshifter. Yeah, so as far as like chronic pain, I had, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have played football. I'm just telling you. For me, it wasn't worth it. But I'm practicing like I'm going to the NFL or something. You know, that's how they put it in your head. Don't you want to go to the NFL? Don't you want to go to the league? So we put our bodies through all this, and that's how they do it. They brainwash you. Don't you want to make, he said, real ones go to the NFL. It's like a ultimate like machismo situation. Yeah, I want to go to the NFL. Yeah. Yeah, you know. So you lifting all these weights and it's just over the years, like I said, it took a toll on me. I went to college. I didn't play football though. 1 year I did. But I ain't go to the NFL. I'm in my 40s. In my late 40s. So that's around the age where that stuff catches up to you. So, but when we used to, and then I made a mistake. When I had moved to Virginia, this is after football is over. I was working out at the gym, and I had one of my coworkers talk me into playing semi-professional football. What a big mistake. A big mistake. I'm talking about huge mistake. Huge. We were out there playing like we playing the Super Bowl or something. That's how we were hitting each other. Oh yeah, Washington Redskins. Well, what do they call now? The Washington. I still don't know what they call, man. I still call them the Redskins. What are they? The Washington. I don't know. The Commanders. Yeah, I'm not used to calling them the Commanders. I call them the Redskins, man. Yeah, I know who he is. Andrew Jared Hines. Yep, he played in the '90s. I'm past my mid 40s. I'm in my late 40s. He had botched spinal surgery. Yeah, he had, I guess, chronic pain. That's enough to drive you crazy. Like I said, I had a pinched nerve in my back, and I thought the world was coming to an end. I look, and you know what? When that first happened to me, I thought I broke my back. Look, I sound like Mike Tyson. I broke my back, and I drove myself to the ER, right? And I could barely walk in it. And when I'm walking in there, the nurse is looking at me. And I said, "Can I please get a wheelchair, please?" She said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I broke my back." She said, "If you broke your back, you won't be able to walk. You'll be in so much pain." I said, "I broke it. I did. My back is broken." And I broke. And they looked at me. They said, "No, you have a pinched nerve." And they said, "We're going to give you medicine, and here's a script for you." I was like, "Well, how am I going to get home? Because I can't walk." They said, "Oh, no, the pain medication will kick in a minute." They gave me 6 pills to take at one time. And let me tell you something. When them pills finally kicked in, because I had went to the hospital, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I couldn't take it because I couldn't go to sleep. And the what do you call it? The ibuprofen wasn't working, so I got tired of being in that pain. So I finally cried myself getting up. I was in a lot of pain, and it elevated my pressure because I was in a lot of pain. So I said, "Okay, I'm really in bad shape now," because I said my pressure's elevated. I could tell just because I'm in pain. I'm figuring it was. And they checked my pressure at the doctor. They said, "Oh, okay, you're in pain." And then they checked my pressure again. When them pills kicked in, I was all back to normal. And she said, "You need to go get your prescription filled before them pain meds wear off." But once the pain meds wore off, to be honest with you, I really didn't need the pain meds no more. I was okay. But man, when them pain meds kicked in, man, I went to CVS to get my prescription. And then by the time I left CVS, it was like 7:30 in the morning. I went to get my car inspected. I'm sitting there, and it was a sunny day too. I'm sitting right when the sun came out. I'm baking in the sun. I'm just like, I fell asleep. Right there. I fell asleep outside. I don't know what they gave me, but they gave me 6 pills, and I took the 6 pills. Happy Tuesday. And I was just sitting there, I felt comfortable just being there. And I had to take the meds. I had to because I was in pain. What am I going to do? Have my pressure elevated like that because I'm in pain? Or get it fixed? I had to get it fixed. And they fixed me all right. And let me tell you what the doctor did. The doctor came out. He smelled like weed. He did. I said, am I in a freaking dream? Why? His eyes were red and the nurse's eyes were red. And let me tell you what he said. He said, I'm going to give you a nice prescription. He said, because I know you're not here for prescriptions. You're not here for that. You're really in pain. And I said, yes, I'm in pain. He said, I can tell you're in pain because your pressure is elevated. I could tell you're in pain. You're in a lot of pain. From scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? I said a 20. He said, I understand. He said, I'm going to give you a nice prescription. He said, let me tell you this. Don't tell nobody you got it, and keep a little bit in your medicine cabinet when you need it. You're going to thank me later. And then he did like this. He said, you're going to thank me later. He said, just, whenever, for safekeeping, whenever you need it. Yep. And everything went back to normal. Because then it started to feel cold in there. That's how I know everything went back to normal. Because I was in pain. When I tell you in pain, I was almost crying to try to drive. I had to yell to get myself in the car. That's how much pain I was in. And so, but he told me, he said, have you ever had trauma to your back? He said, I think you had some trauma to your back. I said, I played football. He said, that's what did it. He said, I can tell you've been hit there many times. I said, yeah. And he said, this is how he said it. He said, listen, I'm going to give you a nice prescription because I know you didn't come here for this. You didn't come here to try to get pain meds. You came here because you were really in pain. I can tell. Look, he said, your pressure. He said, I can tell. He said, I'm going to give you something real good. He said, make sure you keep some in your medicine cabinet. You'll thank me later. He smelled like weed. He did. Like he finished smoking weed. And here's the crazy thing. He knew exactly what it was. He said, you have a pinched nerve in your lower back. He said, I know. And he gave me some exercises to do. And he said, just wait. He said, just wait about 45 minutes. You're going to feel real good in a second. He said, I gave you a little extra dose. Man, whatever he gave me. I moseyed and walked right on into CVS, yo. I didn't even wait in the drive-thru. I walked in there. But I still had to use the cart, though, to, hold myself up. But I'm walking slow and whatnot. It was like early in the morning. I got my prescription filled. I looked at the prescriptions he gave me. I said, this is illegal. He gave me a lot. And, but I didn't need it because whatever he gave me, it was lasting. So I went ahead. I said, I'm not going home. I said, I'm going to get my car inspected. And I sat right outside in front of the place. And then I remember the sun came up. It was hot out. And the sun was just baking on me. And it felt real good. I felt like I was grounded myself. Because I had my slides on and my socks. But I took my slides off. And I was just like right there. Yeah. I was like, wow. He still worked there too. He was like, if it ever happened to you, you know who to come see. Because they have a problem with people faking pain when they go in there just to get pills. Oh, where is Luigi at, man? I thought he was getting ready to come out. But they said the reason why I'm saying all this because they said that he has chronic back pain. And I'm telling you guys, back pain is no joke. Okay? Uh-oh, wait a minute, let's see. We'll see he come out in a second to see if he say something to the media. He snapped earlier. You said, I hope the sober folks are not triggered. No, I'm telling the story. I had back pain. I needed something for it. You know? No, the dude wasn't Luigi. He said something too. Yeah, I had to, that's my story. And some people need the medication because they have back pain. So it's like nobody wants to have to take pain meds, but sometimes you need it. It's just the pain, and like I said, like the pain got so severe that it was a matter of like quality of life at this point, because I could not sleep, nothing. But I'm gonna tell you something about them pain meds. I couldn't take them because it messed your stomach up and your digestive system. So that's a drawback to it. So I didn't want to continue. Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Okay.
Again, reminder, please, respect.
We know we gotta get out the way,
We're gonna go that
officer.
way.
We
You
know.
all need to make sure that they make
Stay
it
off
turn.
my back.
Hey, Sheriff. You know what people just going over there?
That's us, you know. Appreciate asking, but no.
But when are y'all bringing them out?
Yeah, to us.
Oh, they just gonna put them straight in the door. Like, hopefully you say. Let's see what he say. We got this thing together, huh?
What's happening, Luigi?
Anything to say?
What's going on, Luigi?
Luigi, it's me, Mario. Me and Mario.
He said Mario. Leave, man.
Luigi, it's me, man.
He ain't say nothing this time.
Watch yourself.
Make sure you make room. Watch that ladder.
Stay off my property, guys. Come on now.
I'll replay it in a second, Rachel.
Marianne, can we step back enough so we have room?
Yeah.
Just to make it quick, please.
Yeah.
I hate to have anybody oppose you.
You're not going to be able to see them because they have a cover over the glass as well with the tent.
Good work, team.
I wasn't kidding when I said you gotta make room.
Yeah.
Sheriff, I still have a bag down in that basement area.
Sorry?
I still have some equipment down in that basement area from
They
the...
should be able to let you in the front.
Still? Okay.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Very well done.
I'm on my car.
Good luck.
You too. Nice meeting you.
This is earlier when he said, listen,
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch. And an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
dang. Let me show you what happened. They thought Luigi was coming out, but somebody else came out. Y'all want to hear what the guy said?
I went in and ordered a quarter pounder with cheese. Yeah, I mean, if you...
Like, we thought this guy was Luigi coming out.
There's no reason for me to lie to you guys.
He came out.
Yeah, very special.
You should at least let him wait.
Told you.
He was like, I know that ain't Luigi. Like, wait a minute.
Looks like they're asking for a live. They're asking for the live shot.
You want to hook that up with your camera?
Yeah, very special.
You should at least let him wait.
Told you.
I have to take a look at that. No, I don't have any comment on that. I just know that,
I wrote it down.
Let's go to the beginning.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, you're not driving with me.
No, I never would have
How
taken
are you?
Then you're really not driving.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I'm parked.
Oh, missed it.
What is Ted? Ted?
Be safe, guys. Be dry.
Good work, team.
I wasn't kidding when I said you gotta make room.
Yeah.
Sheriff, I still have a bag down in that basement area.
Sorry?
I still have some equipment down in that basement area from
They
the...
should be able to let you in the front.
Still? Okay.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Very well done.
I'm on my car.
Good luck.
You too. Nice meeting you.
We bonded and now we would have had a good bond.
All right. Take care.
What is Ted? Ted?
Be safe, guys. Be dry.
Great. Maybe Beth and I will go over to the what's his name? Yeah, and we'll send Kim home. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Beth, can we go to defense attorney's thing for Professor? Sorry. Can you do it?
I had
That's it. That'll be it.
I had 3 by 3
I know I haven't eaten today. That'll be it.
soaking wet.
I just have to get my stuff out of Kim's car and then I'll transfer your car.
You're not driving.
I wrote it down. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, you're not driving with me.
No, I never would have taken
How are
you.
you? Didn't I say?
Then you're really not driving.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I'm parked.
The corrections department about something, and I didn't understand what you were asking. You were saying for the DA
Not really. Oh, no, I think all I asked was the sheriffs to keep my client around for a little bit so I could talk to him.
And what did you discuss?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that. You're kidding, right? You've been on this.
Sir, your client said something to reporters as he was walking in about this being an insult to the American people. Do you have any comment on that?
I have to take a look at that. No, I don't have any comment on that. I just know that, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on something I haven't seen or heard.
Any comment on the outpouring of support there's been for him online?
No, I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, and like I said, if you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent, and none of us would want anything other than that if that were us in those shoes, and so I'm glad he has some support.
Listen, Nick, you just said a moment ago that that's what lawyers do when telling their clients to be quiet. What did you mean by that?
Well, no, I mean, because I'm going to do all the talking, it's, you have the right to remain silent, and I believe in that right.
All right, and you are Thomas, Thomas?
Thomas, yes, middle initial M-D-I-C-K-U-R.
What are your thoughts on the press conference later today?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sorry.
What's on the project?
You know what? I haven't received anything. I got paperwork, and I want to meet with the district attorney, and we'll have hearings. We'll be able to see all that, but I haven't seen anything.
Are you, as a human being, aware of what happened in New York over the last week? Were you aware of this before you were retained?
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of time to follow the news. I, of course, knew of it, but I don't follow a lot of things sometimes in the news because sometimes the press gets things wrong. Like I said, I was very irritated, getting some backlash already that some news agency had indicated we waived the we waived the extradition, and that's what irritates lawyers like me is if you're going to print it, get it right.
Do you find it surreal that you're now representing the guy they've been looking for?
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Is this the biggest case you've ever been on?
Yeah, they're all big. All my clients, whether it's a speeding ticket or whether it's a death penalty case, which I am qualified to do death penalty cases in Pennsylvania, so they're all big. All my clients are equally important to me.
Can you just explain to regular folks like what's going to happen, the timeline from now?
Like I said, probably something maybe in about the next month. Like I said, the judge set some motions, some deadlines, and they're going to have to come up with some things. We're going to have to come up with some things, and we're going to move forward with that. So, just kind of pay attention to that.
Right. It seemed like on the bench you guys were sharing a little laugh. Like, have you formed a little friendship with him?
Sharing on the bench? What do you mean on the bench?
Like when you were sitting up there at the table, you were kind of... have you formed a little friendship with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's my client, and, I want him to have trust and faith in me, and I have trust and faith in him, and, yeah, I mean, we're human beings, and we have a relationship.
Is he going to have a trust in the system? Is he going to have a trust in the system?
Well, I'm trying to, that's why I talk about presumption of innocence, things like that. I'm hoping to instill that trust in the system with it. Again, I can't comment any further on that.
Do you have any concern about his health, mental health? Do you have to reach out to
I won't comment on that. That doesn't mean I do or I don't, but I just...
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Doug. Thank you. Nothing, just an attorney-client relationship. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. Try to form a bond.
Your name again, one more time, please.
Thomas, Thomas, middle initial M as in Mark, Dickey, D-I-C-K-E-Y.
And were you retained by them, or?
I'm not court appointed. I was retained. That's all.
Are you local? Where are you coming from?
My main office is in Altoona.
And you have anything that you can share about your conversations with him, or his state of mind, or anything?
No, I don't.
What do you have to say?
Thank you, sir.
Pardon me? I didn't give a statement. I answer questions. I can't remember everyone.
Can you just, for those of us who couldn't go in there, sir, what happened today?
Well, what happened today is he could have, there was a extradition proceeding. We did not, NOT, add that on there, okay? Because if you're reporting that earlier that we did, that did not happen. We did not waive extradition. We were contesting extradition. We were going to fight this along the rules and with the constitutional protections that my client has, and that's what we're going to do.
How's his family doing?
I'm not going to comment on it.
Why he didn't want to waive extradition, or?
No, that's an attorney-client communication, and
Who retained you? Is it the family?
I'm not going to get into
How
that.
is he doing? Have you talked to him about his last 24 hours?
You guys? No, I haven't. I'm not. I'm here as a lawyer, and that's what I.
And what's next, sir?
The extradition proceeding. This process is going to move forward, and so I'm anxious to be looking at information.
Is there a new court date? Another court date?
Not yet. Yes, sir.
Who do you like in the Penn's game tonight? That's a real question.
Will you be filing?
Thank you.
Hopefully, for just to answer that one, because I don't play favorites. Let's see if the Penns cannot blow a lead, and hopefully they'll win.
What about Penn State?
Amen.
We're Penn State fan. I hope they can do better than they did the other night.
Yes.
Will you be filing a habeas corpus petition?
Yes.
Far free. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you spell your name for us?
Yes. THOMAS, middle initial MDICKEY.
And you're the attorney for Luigi.
Yes, sir, I am. Okay?
Sir.
Thank you, folks. I appreciate, even though a lot of questions, I appreciate the way you handled me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
The process can take up to 45 days.
Excuse me.
And then just for context,
And you can always talk to Brittany.
Is it Brittany?
My office manager. The thing about court proceedings is that you can always have delays and bumps in the road. But you set time frames and you set timelines, and you hope to stick to them and follow them hopefully as close as possible.
So do you expect the governor of New York to petition Shapiro to get him extradited quickly back to New York?
I can only go by what the Commonwealth said today in the court, and so I guess time will tell.
If that happens, what do you expect to do?
Well, let's wait and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, he'll do it. Okay. You can type it and you don't have to yell it.
You're pretty good at that. Don't run into the meter there. Maybe I'll give you my card and we can sue the county.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice old school attorney. Got his briefcase with him. That's old school right there. Mr. Dickey. And he didn't say anything. He didn't give any statements during interrogation. So he didn't say anything. So his lawyer can work with him that way. He gave out his card and everything, you know. So there it is, man. So at least he didn't talk. That's good. Finally, a client that didn't talk. Finally. That didn't talk during interrogation. Now, they claim that he was found with a ghost gun on him. Now, how do you get a ghost gun? A 3D printer. Now, my question is, when the bullets are fired, do it have striations on it? Because then they can fight that. Well, how you know it came from that gun? You know, so we'll see. Do I think about we got to get back to another live chat. I went live on Jay-Z earlier about that situation. That situation is it's going to be more cases coming against him, I think. He might be wrapped up in the whole RICO with Puff. But this case here, it's over now, guys. So that's the show. We were just waiting for him. He had court again today, and they're contesting the extradition. So it's going to move forward. They're going to have another court date on that. So it's going to be another court date before they actually send him off to Manhattan. So we'll have a good one. You said it's game over. You said, yo, the New York City about to drop the superseding. Did you hear something, Christy? Christy, did you hear? Did you hear something about that? Wait, Christy, did you hear that they getting ready to drop the superseding indictment, Christy? Because now I got to go back live again. Dang. I've been live, but I don't be getting no breaks. Where did you hear it from, Christy? Every time she drop news, it's true. I'm always questioning. I know she gonna get tired of me questioning her. Where did you hear it? Oh, you did? Okay, on IG? Okay. Look, every time she said, Max, I told you, you don't listen. She said, I told you. She said, I'm like, no, Chrissy, I don't believe. Oh my God, that's supersede. Okay. So what's going to happen is, Christy, we're going to have to, okay, you're going to have to give me 20 minutes. Let me see, give me 30 minutes. And let me go to the store and get things for tonight. Well, no, I'm gonna go live in a few seconds. If you said it, when do you think the superseding indictment is coming? Did they say? Let me see what you said. Hold on, give me a second. Let's see. Oh, this is getting ready to get crazy, y'all. If you still, I go by blue. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I'm assuming you emailed me. Let's see. All right, let me do it this way. Oh, you said give me a few seconds. The DA is working with more victims. Uh-oh. It's going to be, guys, it's going to get crazy. I think Jay going to be named. And if that happens, here's the sequence of events. They need to do it now, because what they're going to do is, if they do get that indictment and then the the arrest warrant will come, they'll get him ASAP. They'll go pick. They have to go pick him up ASAP. If they got word that he's in the country, they will have to go get him ASAP, and then apprehend him and arrest him and have him. Whoa, this is gonna get crazy. Whoo, this is gonna get crazy. Do y'all hear me? And you know, Jay, he was seen for the first time. He don't look right, y'all. He don't look right. He looked like he looked like he's worried. He doesn't look right. He went to a red carpet event. His daughter was in a play or something. And he don't look right at all. I don't know who they pissed off, but it's going down. Yeah, I have Netflix. Oh, Jamie Foxx, you talking about? You said, is it the Halsey or Diddy Jay-Z? No. They talking about Jay-Z, Diddy Jay-Z, Diddy case. Jay-Z's not named in the federal case yet, but I think it's coming. he got to be freaking. He know he being watched because if they know it's coming, they're watching him. That means they're following him. Yeah, I don't know when it's gonna come, but I think it's gonna come soon, and it's gonna be. No, they won't be in the same. I don't think they have them in the same prison. I think they might. Both of them. I mean, he's more high profile than Diddy. I mean, so they. I think they'll bring him to New Jersey, to the Green Monster. I can't see him in there. Whew. But something is up. Something is definitely up. But Christy, where did you hear that? Who said that? Did you get it from another vlogger? Like who told who? Where did you get it from? About this superseding indictment. Shoot, Jay-Z is worth 12.5 billion. I mean, excuse me. He's worth $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. So they will have to act ASAP. They will, if he gets wind of it, he's in the shoot. If I was him, if I get wind that it's coming, oh, I'm on my way by private jet via where would I go? Indonesia. Did you know Diddy tried to kill Agent today? No, Christy, I don't know what you're saying now. Come on, Christy. You say he better give some to DeHaven before they take it all. Now, if y'all don't know who DeHaven is, DeHaven was a friend of Jay-Z's way before we knew who Jay-Z was, when they used to go back and forth to New Jersey, because DeHaven relative lived in New Jersey. You said he attacked a prison guy? Guys, man, I ain't gonna never, man, I gotta go live all day, man. This is crazy. But I appreciate y'all. I get the news from y'all. And then I come, I have to, Chrissy know the deal. I go to the store and get myself prepared. And she said, see, I told you. I get myself prepared and then I come back. I believe they're trying to frame the young man. That's what you think, Jamel Knight? Interesting you say that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how both cases play out. Like, I'm following this case too. I like legal stuff because I learn from it. I'm gonna try to get a lawyer on. Let me see. You said he didn't snap. I know he was making a speech. I mean, well, he kind of did snap. He did a little bit. They had to restrain him. He kind of did. So what do you eat? Me? What do I eat? What I'm gonna eat today? I eat light today. I ate already. You got a basketball game at 5. Oh, you play basketball? I had a sandwich. You said 7. Is it 7 East Coast time, or what time zone are you on? That sounds like a good time. Yeah, it'll be around that time. 7 p.m. Oh, Central, so that's 8 my time. I'll be on by the time you get back. You ain't gonna miss anything. Yeah, nobody's. Everybody know like murdering someone with impunity is wrong, or just going out and indiscriminately killing people. We know it's wrong. You know, but we just don't. I mean, it's just. I get it. I don't know. I think it's almost 5 now. I think I'll be about 7 o'clock. Are y'all kidding me? Did he tried to attack a guard? Are y'all kidding me? Y'all kidding me? No, it's not Cap. Let me just give you the email. It's in my this. Let me see. Man, he ain't never getting out on bail. If he did that, he never getting out. I think he's starting to realize that his back is against the wall and he's snapping. So if that's the case, it could be. Think about it. If you face an amount every time you turn around, you're getting sued, and that's a lot of pressure. And then you got to face the feds, and I would have been snapped. I don't know. They would have that. I'll be wearing one of them suits. Yeah, he's stressed out. I'll be wearing one of those suits. I'll be sitting up in court looking crazy. My family will flip out. I'll be just sitting back in the chair, rocking back and forth. They're like, excuse me, the judge like, what's wrong with your client? Nothing, Your Honor. My client is fine. What can you do, man? I mean, it's got to be a lot of pressure on him. Because he tried to make bail and they said, no, you're not getting out. And the holidays are coming up. You know how he is for the holidays. You say Luigi's being an activist like Edward Snowden. He's speaking out about all the healthcare system. Yeah, they got a lot to lose. They haven't lived regular in many years. Okay. You ever see Jay House? You see how big it is? He has a lot of space. He got everything in his house that he need. Could you imagine being in your house and feeling like you're at the mall? Think about that. You're in your house and it feels like you're in the mall. Okay? You ever get that feeling when you're in the mall? It's like that's how his house is. Yeah, well, I'm just kicking it right now. I'll catch you later, Chris. You say you're about to leave. But we just kind of kicking it right now. I'm gonna get off in a second. We're just kicking it. The show is over now. Y'all should, it's over. I just wanted to see what shape Luigi is in. But we will come back again. I'm not sure when they're gonna set that other court date. I think today is Tuesday. Sometime this week they're gonna have another court date, maybe Thursday. Wait to see what his lawyer says. So you heard them. He does have a paid attorney. So someone retained him. So he doesn't have a public defender. He didn't say who retained him. So we're going to figure that out, see what's going on with that. As far as Diddy case, now I got to figure out what news is going on with Diddy. Because he got to be, at this point, guys, he tried to make bail 3 times. They said no. You're not going anywhere. He tried to put up $50 million. Do you hear me? That's how desperate he was. $50 million. Which means the equity to the house. I mean, the whole house in Miami he tried to put up. Okay? They said no. He spent Thanksgiving in there. Now Christmas coming up. How you think he feeling? Now Christmas is coming up. Okay? And he got to be thinking about all his friends out there living festive and singing jingle bells and everything. And he got to be sitting up there in MDC. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. My cousin had did time in there, unfortunately. And I never forget, let me tell you this story real quick. Y'all know I always got a story for you. So, when he first got, let me just say this. He's never been back to jail ever. Ever. He's never gone back. And that's been years ago now. I'll never forget when we picked him up. Okay? We had changing clothes for him. I was like, hey, you want to change these clothes? He said, no, please take me home. I need to get in the alcohol bath. I need an Epsom salt bath. I need a bath. Because his skin was itching. He actually had to go to the doctor, but he was fine. And he was telling us about his experience in there. He said, listen, see that building right there? I said, yeah. He said, that is hell on earth. Get me out of here. Please get me out of here. And he was in there on a violation. And he said there's nothing to do in there. Like you just sit around. And he said, there's rats in there. And he said, you got to kick them. I said, what? He said, you got to kick them. You got to keep your slides on so you can kick them. I said, rats? He said, rats, bro. All right, Christy, I'll see you later. Yeah, that's what happened. And I said, are you serious? He said, yeah. And he said the food is served cold. And you got to learn how to heat your food up. Like he said he had to put a device in the socket to make a fire so he can heat his food up. Ain't no balling up in the corner crying. Because he said everybody's going through the same thing. So you got people that trying to help, if you're in there crying, it's going to make somebody else have a bad day. So you have to be strong for everybody else in there. And he said it was cold in there because it was in the wintertime. And this is we got him out in the summertime, but he was in there for the winter. But no, he got out in the summer, but he was in there for the winter months. And he said that it was cold and it was barely no heat. Barely no heat. So you obviously, he said, think about how that is. So, no, he said people were in there crying. He said it's not a situation. He said it's a situation where everybody's being oppressed, and he said people were complaining about it, and judges didn't want to they didn't want to sentence people there. The judges didn't even want to send people there. That's how bad it was. And because people were dying in there, they didn't have heat in there. Like it was, and the conditions and whatnot, and the food was served cold. And if you didn't know how to make a fire to heat your food up, you know. So he said it's very inhumane, yes. And he said all the people in there, he said only thing you got is the people you in there with. You got to support each other. That's the only thing you got. So he said what they used to do was they played board games, stuff like that, and played cards, to try to occupy your mind. And do workouts to try to get warmed up and stuff like that. He said it was like he felt for the people he left behind. That's when he walked out of it. He said it was very bad in there. And he told me a story one time. This is not funny, but this is when they sent him to Rikers. Right? He went to Rikers first, and they had him on a. He called it the Titanic. I said, "What are you talking about, the Titanic? They have a boat, like an old barge, and they turn that into a jail. And it's like a boat, a ship. And he called it the Titanic because when you go out for wreck, you could see Manhattan, Brooklyn, whatever he said. And he said to me, it made me depressed. I just felt like crying because you could see the city right there and life going on, and they're sitting there right there. So it's kind of bad. You said get kettles, TVs, Xbox, pool tables, etc. in our prison. In your prisons, Lou, where are you from? Oh, you from England? What part? That's right, you told me before you. But yeah, it's bad, man. It was like and don't get sick because you gotta wait online. Like to see a doctor, and that could be days before you see a doctor. Because everybody else is in line, you know. Yeah, man, it's I heard some jails it's like they try to like help you over in Europe and stuff. You know, they try to keep the recidivism rate down. But here, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's bad. I know some countries is worse, but I mean, I feel like if you're paying your debt to society, you're already paying your debt. Why suffer, you know, in the process? Sometimes it is redacted, Ed, because you don't have no luxury to move around. You know, you don't have any programs or you just waiting for your trial and stuff. So yeah, my cousin said they said it's bad. You can't really, you know, go outside or move around. You just stay in that area. That's it. Yeah, if you see those shows, Lou, Locked Up, you'll know. That's really how it is. But anyway, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to check on some of this news, see what's happening. And then, yeah, I'll be back in, I guess, 8. Maybe around 8 o'clock or something like that. We'll see. But guys, I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for coming in. If there's any updates on Luigi Mangione, I will come back to see what's going on with his case. But we saw him today. He went before the judge, and it was an extradition hearing. So they're going to have another court date to talk about that and when they're going to get him to Manhattan. So once he get to Manhattan, then we'll cover that. When he get to Manhattan, see the judge there. This is a federal case, right? because he crossed state lines to murder. So it's a federal. So we got another federal case. Okay, live police chase in LA. I'll be right back, Bill. All right, y'all. Let's